GM Farcaster. It is Thursday, March 28th, and you are here with nounish, Prop, and Adrienne for 21 minutes of Farcaster news to start your day. Good morning, Adrienne. We look so artsy today. Look at all our fun, purpley, artsy backgrounds.
It's very purple too.
Very purple. So today we are going to be launching Here for the Art, which is our new series with Farcaster focused artists. So those who we know and love from the ecosystem. And so we'll be doing a drop with Max Jackson later today. We're going to reveal it at our virtual meetup to our wowow and mole subscribers, as well as some special guests who we love from our chat, our regular chatters. And really excited to reveal all that. And then Monday we will share more, but you'll see the episode from Max going either later today or tomorrow. The drop will go later today. And really excited to reveal all that because we've been working hard on it. And then we also have, so next month, our artist is Chris Corella. The month after that is going to be a special piece by Chris co-created for our FarCon event. And I'm really excited about that. And then I think I can reveal this now. For June, I just secured Renee Campbell, who is the artist that I showed earlier this week. And I gave away her bronzed piece, and super excited that she is willing to work with us on this. So really fun, really exciting. And yeah, so we're revealing very Here for the Art today. So
very exciting. I love I spent all day yesterday with someone who's making a feature length animated film. Exciting. And I'm just in so awe. I'm like in such awe of the creators of the world. I mean, especially like for films that it's years in the works, and to see everything that's happening behind the scenes before anything you see is just so phenomenal. So I love that we're able to highlight all the work of artists.
Me too.
Me too. Doing such important work.
So Banksy. No, not Banksy. We haven't secured Banksy.
That's July, guys. Settle down. We're working on Banksy for July.
And then you said for July, and I'm like, wait, July? July is going to be your artist on that cover? That's July. Wait, Banksy is July. July is Banksy. Wait, what's happening? Anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Oh,
we have more to reveal. By the way, we have more to reveal, but we're going to reveal that Monday. But we're also going to be dropping some other alpha in our virtual meetup. So if you're coming to that, we'll see you in about 25 minutes, and I'm very excited. But before that, let's talk about some fun things here. We had some big old news yesterday. This was some big news. Zora has integrated ERC20 minting on Zora. So creators can choose which token to accept as payments, earn stable coins, meme coins, and tokens live on Zora Network, Base, Optimism, Arbitrum, Blast, and ETH mainnet. And what does that mean? Like, what does that mean, you ask? Well, it means, hello, you can now set your mints in DGen. Enjoy. So just to clarify, that's what that means. So it's very exciting. Yeah, what do you think?
Did you see this coming?
Yes. Because when they integrated Uniswap, I don't know if you guys remember that, it must have been like a month ago, Zora announced that they were integrating Uniswap, and that is the only reason that made sense that you would do something like that, so that you could have that swap happening behind the scenes. Because, but there's still like, I've seen some feedback already that, and I'm sure this will come, that it would be great if you could accept multiple different kind of currencies on the front end and the back end. Like you could say, hey, you can pay for this in this. And then on the back end, I can choose, I want to be paid out in DGen or I want to be paid out in ETH. And right now it's if you're setting it to be paid in DGen, the creator is going to be paid in DGen. So, or ETH and ETH. And, so that's, I think will be the next iteration. But yeah, I figured when they did integrate that was what was coming next. So exciting. And I've already seen some mints happening in all kinds of currencies, including degen, but also Nogs coin, which is a fairly new. It's been in development for a while, but it's a nouns-based token for people voting and things like that. And so I saw somebody do a mint in Nogs. I think I saw another one in Send It. I'm sure there'll be some in Hire. Oh, I think there was one in Hire. So all these different coins that you see, these meme coins that pop up, you can now create NFTs that will accept that. So that's pretty cool. Kind of exciting.
Yeah.
So
and every day there's 3 new meme coins. So
there you go. I was trying. So yesterday, and I really should have pulled something up for this, but yesterday in my class, I had them looking at NFTs, and I was just like, here's Zora, here's Highlight. I was going to use Manifold too, but they didn't have a good explore page, so I skipped that one. And I said, I want you within groups to find an NFT you think is interesting. And what was really funny is they kept pulling up stuff from people we know. And one of them they pulled up was like the iguana. And I was like, oh, and they're like, but the artist is anonymous. And I'm like, not really. Like, his name is Dan. He's a lovely guy. It was really
the
funny.
Artist is named Midjourney, I thought.
yeah, the artist is Midjourney. The creator who put the wallet is Dan. It's like, but it was really funny. It was really funny to see that. Yeah. The ones they were pulling up and then like trying to explain. There was one that was all ham. And I'm like, okay, I don't even know I don't know where to start with this. And then like, somebody pulled up Hire, one of the, memes, one of the meme, NFTs from Hire. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then, yeah, it just went on from there, but it was pretty funny to see. There was also that one, I don't know if you remember that piece that was by Jan, and it was the Reply Guys piece. So it's everyone's PFP, but in Jan's style. So it's really funny because I know half the people. It was like Toady and Symbiotech. It's like, oh, my friends. Like, oh, that's the piece with all my friends.
Isn't it great when like you get this small little corner of the internet and you're like, and it feels cozy in this massive world. Oh, I know people.
I know these people. It was really funny. It was really funny to see like what resonated with them and what they pulled up. And then I was like, oh, I know that artist. I know this person. I know, it was a lot of fun. But it was, but then explaining some of it was not. But anyway, moving on.
I'd like to audit your class.
It's fun, but you would, it's nothing you all already don't know. And I've had many people say that to me, and I'm like, this is a very basics class. The one I teach 2, and one is blockchain applications. Then these are both ones that I've created. So this is all like from my brain. And it's really like, this is Bitcoin, this is Ethereum, this is this is NFTs. And then, that's sort of the basics. And then the other one is a project class, which you guys are going to see the results of probably next week. So if you hold an outcast, by the way, you might get something special. So I'm just going to say that. So, because it's
very cool.
It's book related. I'll just say that. So next week. But it is fun. So anyway, moving on. So Dan and Varun have been like on vacation. And I've been like, are you guys okay? And I was like, oh, but Varun did cast something. And I was like, yay, okay. So this was really, really interesting to see. And this was kind of the intention of the Power Badge. Power Badges are much easier for new accounts to get. Hundreds of badges went to users with less than 400 followers, which was the cutoff for the old active badge. If you are active, posting interesting content, and are respectful of public spaces, I think that's important, you'll get your Power Badge much sooner than the active badge. And this was a comment to this post by Akshan. Yes, I think I'm saying that right now that I say it out loud. It's probably Action. Yeah, Akshan. Posting bangers will earn you a Power Badge, even if you don't have a large following. Of the 3.8K of Power Badge holders, many are folks who did not meet the follow requirements of the old active badge. And we can see that from the chart. And was the intention. So it's good to see that that's actually happening. So it's not about how many followers you have. Remember, you're good enough, you're smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like you. So just the usual notes from Adrienne. Oh. So, and then one more note from Varun here. Warpcast never forgets your scroll position when navigating. Tap into and out of feeds and land in the same position you left from. HT2 friends warning for the fix on web. And I have noticed that it does do that, which is very helpful, especially if you're jumping around to a million different things. So very appreciative of that feature. I want to mention this is really cool for those of you who are, and I should probably follow this. Those of you who are into DAOs and voting and things like that. This is a fairly new integration that allows you to vote in frame, and it notifies you when there's a vote. And that's the piece that I think is amazing, and it's super easy. So you can set it so that if you hold a particular NFT, you are able to vote in this poll only. And it will notify and say, hey, there's a vote available for you. Go in and vote. And this one in particular is in regards to DGen DAO and the haberdashery. And there's a sell proposal that is up, and this is the vote for that. There was also another one yesterday about bracket game and whether to donate some DGen to. So this is just a really cool, I see this being a huge unlock for DAOs and for any kind of on-chain community that's looking to do votes, really. You don't even have to be a DAO, but being able to token gate it. So for example, if we were like, hey, we want you all to vote on something, and I already have an idea about that, and you hold a wowow or you hold one of our episodes even, you'll be able to do that very easily in a frame, and we can set that up like a couple clicks.
And it's just a poll, right? Gasless, off-chain, but
that's my understanding.
To holders. But frictionless in the feed, frictionless in a frame.
Yep.
So
I've already voted on this, but I will show you how it works. I think it'll let me, but I think it will tell me I've already voted. It should. So, yep. So it says you already voted, so it won't let you vote. If you haven't voted yet, it'll come up with a little like, yay, you voted. Happy sign, happy green one. But it tells you if you've already voted. So that's pretty cool. And it's like, boom, boom, 2 clicks and you're done.
I love this.
Right?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Make it,
make it easy.
Democracy, make it easy to vote.
Make it easy. Yeah. So I got to figure out if we can use this for the nounish DAOs, because I think that would be amazing. Thanks to Airstack. Hold on. And I didn't realize that. So the PFPs, okay, within the in front of the pieces. Yeah, that one. Oh, sorry. Gasless, thanks to Airstack. So that is huge. So thank you, Airstack and Duofi and Beta Shop. Yep, this is pretty amazing. So I'm super, super impressed by this. Like, as a DAO maxi, this may make my life a hell of a lot easier. But also just being able to build into existing collections, regardless of whether or not you're a DAO and have a treasury, and being able to authorize things. It's a little different when you're moving funds, depending on what's happening in the background, but that's definitely something I'll look into more. But for easy things, wow, this is going to be tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. So great job, Airstack. Love it. This was very exciting to see yesterday. I knew this was coming, but I hadn't seen it yet. Ted had mentioned this before. Couldn't be more excited to announce FarCon Lightning Talks powered by Paragraph. Want to give a lightning talk or choose the ones you want to hear? Great news. You can. We're decentralizing lightning talks to everyone with a FarCon pass. Shout out to Colin. And we have a little frame that kind of talks about what is happening here. Lightning talks will take place during the summit itself on Thursday. They're intended to spark discussion. And it goes on to give some guidelines about it, 10 minutes max, any topic you love that will drive meaningful conversation. You create a Paragraph account and write up your idea. Tag your post with the FarCon tag in the FarCon channel. And then if you want to vote, the way you will vote is that it will become a voting frame that's token gated, and anyone with a FarCon pass can vote on whether or not they want to see that lightning talk. So, Adrienne, let's talk. What are you going to propose?
So, well, first of all, what's a lightning talk?
Why don't you tell us? Because you did one last year.
And all right, just to let a lot of conferences and talks typically are like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. People take time. Lightning talks are just quick.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I I think even this one's at 15 minutes. I like my lightning talks at 5.
I think this is going to be
10
10
minutes.
I think it's going to be 10.
Okay. But a
Last
little bit
year it
more
was 15.
rapid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we probably had 4 or 5 last year.
Yep.
So I did a lightning talk at FarCon last year about Farcaster as a genius, and had a lot of fun with that. And I may put my hat in the ring and try to do a follow-up talk this year.
You better, or I'm going to put it in the ring for you. So, because I really want to, I personally would love to see that because I loved that talk. It was very, it's something that I think about all the time. And if I've been thinking about it for almost a year, obviously it had a pretty good impact on me. And then, also, started a whole business with you. So obviously it had a little bit of an impact, and here we are. And the other thing last year I did was a panel with on DAOs, and we also had Johnny Nonlinear on there, sort of the anti-DAO guy. So I'm going to put in to do a little reprise of that, and we'll see if people are interested in seeing that. So yeah, but I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, to anyone watching, if you have an idea for a lightning talk, and if your name is Lynx, you should definitely submit for this. I see you. I see you in the chat.
Yes.
But one of my favorite lines that I got from someone who does another conference is, when in doubt, submit. If you have an idea for a talk and you think it might be off topic, you think no one wants to hear it, but you think it might be interesting, just submit. By the way, worst case is it doesn't get chosen, but you're still writing up your idea. You're still putting it out there. And I think it's always worth it when in doubt, submit. Feel the same way about props for like all the retro props, just just submit.
Yep. You do have to, be comfortable with it. It may not go your way, and that's okay. And as long as you just get in the mindset that, it's not about you. There just may be a lot of interesting things. And I expect there's going to be a ton of interesting proposals. Don't take it personally. And yeah, definitely submit. So I'd love to see a lot of our friends submitting, because I know you have great ideas. So we are running short on time. So I have to get to some really important things. And that is memes that I didn't get to yesterday. Because this one, I laughed so hard when I saw this. Like, I lost it. So this is from Gigamesh, my IRL conversations today. And for those of you listening only on audio, please go look at the video after the fact. It is to, let's just say, evangelists at the door. Do you have a moment to learn about Farcaster? And I do feel like this often.
I feel attacked. I hate this meme.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Like, I feel very much that this might be me.
I try so hard. I try so hard to not talk about Farcaster to everybody I meet, and I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's so funny that this is me and Adrienne. We really should probably edit this. But I died when I first saw this. I absolutely died, and I think I gave him the rest of my DJ of the day or something, because it was just like, it was perfect. A couple more notes here. I love this note from Jack. I'm mostly over moping and weeping about the death of Farcaster 1 and leading into Farcaster 2. And then it went on to a little bit of a conversation about what that means. This is from Ghostlinks. What does leaning into FC2 era mean exactly? I just don't like the spam. I still don't understand why Warpcast doesn't have its own token if we're supposed to embrace degen. And then he went into, talking about warps, and then degen is a high pump mimetic left curve, and Yasik, et cetera, et cetera. So you had some thoughts on this. So what do you think about our current era of Farcaster, and compared to sort of pre-permissionless? I think is where we can put a note there. We can put a pin there, and then we can put a pin somewhere around degen and frames and sort of that explosion. I think there's a couple things that have happened because permissionless didn't really make it crazy, but frames and degen has.
It's different. We're in a different season, and we're just never going back. And you can't. I've had interesting conversations with Ghostlinks, who I love, Cameron, Ted, a few other people. I think other people are having conversations. And mostly how I feel is we knew like Farcaster 2023 was one of the most special places to be. And we knew it was not going to last. Even like it can't. It was not, so there's so much about that cozy era that I miss, but you're never getting it back. Yeah. So why mope on it? I like Jack's like, okay, I cried enough. Let's move on.
Yeah. And I think that's a good approach. Yep.
And we've seen this always. I mean, we just, the vibes have changed. How many times have the vibes changed?
The vibes change a lot. I mean, that's, life has changed, right? So you can either mope about it or, find the good parts of it. And I think there's a lot of good parts to it to have. I think if for those who might, yes, the spam is difficult, but it's getting way better. First, number one. And then you also have a lot of incredible people who've, are going to be able to sustain whole businesses because they earn money on a meme coin that they got because they were on Farcaster, and which may or may not be some of the people in this room. So there's a whole bunch of good that comes out of it if you look beyond like some of the not so great, the spamminess of it. But I think there's some big unlocks, and then I think it'll continue to evolve and change, and when it gets too unbearable, adjustments will be made. So
change again.
Curate your feed accordingly. A couple.
And this isn't the end state. It's not like it was. Oh, that was early. Now we're here. Now we've arrived, and it's like this
is keep changing.
It's just an intermediate state, and this is where we are. Where spam will change, the tokens will change, the opportunities will change, your ability to make an impact will change. The pond will keep getting bigger. You'll find small ponds. There's a puddle over here for you to play in. So
there's a puddle over here for you to play in. I love that.
Well, it's like, it's there was ability to be a big fish in a small pond. And I think a lot of us really enjoyed that. And guess what? The pond's going to get a lot bigger and we're going to feel smaller, and that's okay.
And that's okay. And we just have to adjust. And also, you and I have talked about this a few times, the abundance mindset thing. So I can leave my abundance mindset behind every once in a while because I see other people coming in who might be trying to tread on what I consider my territory or something stupid like that. And I think we all get into that headspace every once in a while. And you have to just remind yourself that no, it doesn't matter. And if we continue to think about it in a collaborative way and continue to think about this little space like an incubator, it's still tiny in comparison to a lot of other things. So lean into that and just continue to like find those moments of that oldness, that old FC is still YC. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Abundance mindset it's like, it is something you need to practice all the time. It's almost like, it's like as humans, like, how you have to eat every day? Like you can still get hungry if you don't eat for 12 hours, like you forget and you're like, oh, it's like, you need to feed the abundance mindset.
Very true.
Actively all the time. It doesn't just happen naturally. Ted and Nonlinear's latest many such cases episode. They did a feelings check-in. Oh my God, I love you guys.
And we love you to death. Yes, it's amazing.
Love you to death. Amazing. And one of
don't agree with you all the time, especially you, Nonlinear, but I love you. I love you. But also, yes, that was great, and they really touched on that. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Are we doing a repeat of a DAO talk panel at FarCon so that you can disagree with Nonlinear in public?
Yes.
On the record? Okay.
Chaotic, Mr. Chaotic Neutral, my ass.
But one of the things, and I know we're coming on time, but so maybe a whole episode on abundance mindset, but one of the things they talked about, which when they said it really, I was like, oh, that's ironic and counterintuitive, which is as soon as things start getting better, right? Like you go into a bull market, then it's like people get into scarcity mindset. And
well, because when there's no money, when there's no money flowing, there's nothing to fight over. As soon as there's money flowing from VCs, from people, then people start to go, oh, I want my piece of the pie or whatever it is. When there's nothing, everyone's like, kumbaya, let's all hold each other up.
Happy and poor or rich and miserable? Is that the two choices?
I know. So we need to
people.
Right. We need
There's a better alternative. Let's be happy and rich. All of us. I mean.
And on that note, all right. Okay, I do have to show a couple quick things, and then we do have to jump because we have a virtual meetup.
We have a party to go to.
We have a party to go to. But I do want to show this. There were some really cool art pieces that were out this week. And this one from People Pleaser is amazing. Please go take a look at this frame. It is awesome. You can continue to render the difference. So you see the work in progress, and then you see the finished work, and it keeps going. And this frame is amazing. So please, please, please go check this out from People Pleaser, who is an incredible artist, or might be a group of artists. Honestly, I'm not quite sure. And then also we had this little nounish friend from, so Cameron, shout out Cameron for helping Big Shot Clem, who is an incredible artist, but doesn't know frames and Farcaster that well, and helping him get on board here. And this is adorable. And you can go mint this for free, or for, the Zora fee mint. And it's adorable. So go check that out. I am going to give one away in our virtual meetup later today. And then lastly, this one I just saw right before I came on, introducing Base Blocks by Banya, new series of free mint animations about base builders, creators, punks, cool people. And of course, Jesse Pollack made me do it based on base. And I love it with this little guy hanging off. So go check this out. And with that, we will be back with you on Monday. We're going to go jump into our virtual meetup. So if you are one of our usual chatters, or a wowow holder, or a mole holder, we hope to see you in just 1 minute. So we got to go. And with that, you know what I got to say? Bye-bye.
You say bye-bye. You didn't ask me, and you didn't get a chance to ask me if we missed anything, which I never have anything to say except for today, the Zero X Zara's video.
Oh, yes.
So to add that to the next show, so we can go.
We will add it to the next show so that we can show it and all of that. But I need to figure out the sound thing, and we will definitely show that. Thank you, Yes to Crypto. We definitely need to show that one. It's amazing. And we will see you all on Monday. Bye-bye.